So this is a repeat of what I recorded yesterday. Um, we're going to do an experiment update. About a month ago, I posted a video about an experiment that I was doing. So how's it going? Is it going great? Is it not going great? Or both? Neither? Let's find out. So briefly, the experiment was about logging your results on a goal or habit that you're trying to do, but doing it without judgment. And what inspired this was a talk that I had heard somewhere. You could hear more about it if you do that video, and I'll link it in the description. But the mere act of logging something, even if it's a zero, right? The mere act of that is telling your brain that this is something important. And if it's something important, then our brain is going to help us get it done. It's almost magic, but it's not magic, right? It's just how our brain is designed. So I found a logging system that worked for me. Now, I didn't do this for a long time. I'm in a group with John Acuff, who talks about he's a goal nerd and he's really big into logging, but he likes to log things analog on pen and paper. That doesn't work so well for me. I'm more of a digital person. And yet a bunch of apps doesn't work for me either, because I get too distracted with so many things. But I finally found a system that worked for me using Evernote. So Evernote's a tool that I've been using for years. I'm in there every day. So I found a way that I could log things in my Evernote, and things were going great. And I shared about it in a group, and then it went downhill from there. So somebody in the group made a comment about not liking to log things twice. So while on the one hand, I just said apps don't work for me, there is one app that I use. I have a Fitbit here. And so a lot of the things that I'm logging are I'm wanting to log how much water I'm drinking, how many steps I'm taking. So the Fitbit does the steps automatically. And if I take the time to log my water as I'm drinking, it will do that. But just having it there isn't enough because I don't get to see it. And so anyway, I'm sorry, I'm kind of digressing a little bit, but a lot of the things that I'm keeping track with are health related, and it's either for physical health or brain health. So one of the things that happened, actually, you know what? I'm sorry, I am getting off track a little bit here. Let me get back to it. So the person who made this comment, they said they didn't like to track things twice. And when they said that, a belief that I have of liking to try and be efficient. Now, I can also complicate things, but I like to try and be efficient. So that created a conflicting belief for me. Uh-oh, this system doesn't work so good, or this system isn't very good because I'm logging things twice. And yet it will help. I believe it will help based on the principle, but that derailed me probably for a whole month. And I'm really just now getting back. So even though I know what's going on, it still derailed me. So now what? Well, one of the things is knowing why what you're doing is important. So back to where I was about the things that I'm working on. Why are those important? So yeah, physical health is important, but a lot of times we have to dig deeper, like 3 to 5 whys deep. So in this case, when we dig deeper, the reason why my physical and mental health is so important to me is that within my gene makeup, there's a potential for things like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and things like that. Now, just because you have that gene doesn't mean it's going to, but some of the things that we do, the lifestyles choices we make, can either turn those genes off or keep them turned off. And so for me, caring for a loved one who is in memory care with some with these neurodegenerative diseases really makes my health, sleep, all of this thing really important to me. So having a real important why is something that can help you with whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. So another thing with this goal is remembering that it is important to log the numbers. And yes, we want a certain number, but the importance is doing it without judgment and just the act of actually logging the thing. Because every time I look at where I'm logging and I put the number in, even if it's a 0, my brain is going, oh, this is important. Okay, let's focus on this. So, I actually yesterday when I had recorded this video, my next step was going to be to recreate the little kind of calendarly template that I use in my Evernote. And I actually already did that. So yay, I got it done. And now it's a matter of starting to record again, which I was able to go back and get the data that I had recorded already that was in my Fitbit. Not all of it was because I didn't record my water every day that I was drinking. So I will start recording it now. But again, the real important thing here is recording, just the act of recording. So I really like to know, have you ever had this thing where you start something and 2 weeks in or 3 weeks in, it goes kaput and then you just give up on it or you start judging yourself? Have you picked it up again? I would encourage you to pick it up again, try again, figure out what went awry the first time and approach it again. But again, a lot of these things, we have to approach it from a place of not being non-judgmental and kind of more solution oriented, like, okay, well, what can we do different this time? So in this particular case, it's really just a matter of starting again, having grace for myself, realizing that, all right, for that person, logging things twice is not relevant. They don't want to do that. But for me and my brain and the way I need to do things, I need to log it twice. I need to log it in the app to save it, the information, but then I also need to put it in this visual where I can see the whole month at one time and I can see all the numbers. Plus the extra step of putting it in a second time is telling my brain this is important. So now that I worked that out, now I've got my calendar going, hopefully this is going to move forward even better. What's a goal or a habit that you're working on that you would like to get better at? How's a way that you can track it in a way that's not judgmental so that you can tell your brain that this is something important you're working on? I'd love to help you with that. So put your comment below. And if that's something that you need help with, that reach out to me with that too. I am Valerie Pugsley, your success mindset and abundance coach. And I will see you here again next Tuesday, even though today is Wednesday. I had a tech glitch with yesterday's video, so we're re-recording it today. So love to help you with your goals and the things that are keeping you stuck.